If you have something to say, you want to share your entrepreneurial journey, hit us up. We're open. This is about us doing this together. It's not about X.T.C doing it alone. It is about our community coming together, helping each other grow and move forward. And of course, have some fun on this entrepreneurial trip. Welcome to the Entrepreneurship podcast with X.T.C. I'm Shalonda.
I'm Tristan.
And I'm Chris.
As an entrepreneur starting or growing your business, you may have a destination, but the journey getting there can be a trip. We want to be your travel companions and inject a dose of X.T.C as we explore real-life conversations about navigating the world of entrepreneurship in the U.S. and the Caribbean. Come take this trip with us.
Welcome back, Trippers. It is season 2.
I wanted to do that while I woohoo, but I wasn't sure if we were going to maintain composure, how exactly we're going to do it. So I'm happy Shalonda broke it out. Chris starting this season is definitely different already.
For real.
Well, hope you enjoyed the break, everybody, and caught up on last season again. We had some great nuggets in there, and we're just excited to be back here. For our launch of season 2, we have a little bit different structure now. You've been seeing, even some stories and stuff. We're just trying to mix it up, shake it up, keep it real with y'all, and yeah, just bring it to you for season 2 with the Entrepreneurs Trip, and all taking this journey together. So again, I am with the X.T.C crew here. So I am the C in X.T.C, and to my far left we have the X,
Shalonda.
and then next to her is our main man, the T.
Oh man, I like that, the T. I'm Tristan.
And again, we're just excited to be here. So to get us just started off, let's jump into our new segment to kind of keep us rolling. Not get off on too many tangents or rabbit holes. So we are going to get into our first countdown segment. We are going to be timed with everything here, trying to keep it to roughly half-hour episodes. And we're going to jump into our first one, which is What You Sippin' While You Trippin'. All right.
Oh, I love that.
No, I don't. Chris, we got it all wrong. We got 2 minutes. I hate these shot clock segments. But Chris, here's what you got wrong about it. I heard the drink pouring, got excited, and then the glass got empty.
I know. I was short on sound effects. We will still a work in progress here. But with a minute and 30,
the audience may be wondering, why did we start with that segment? Well, in season 1, in almost every episode, Chris was drinking something. So we got all these questions like, what does Chris be drinking when he?
There he goes.
What's while you tripping, Chris?
Well, again, we are open to sponsors, but since we don't have them at the moment, I have a mango habanero whiskey and soda. What you got, Shalonda?
I'm going to go with coffee, caffeine, anything to keep us moving.
And I need my 3rd shot of caffeine. If I could take it intravenously, you would see me here with the IV pole. But I have to settle for a cup of cafecito. So that's what I'm doing while I'm tripping. What about you, Tristan?
Can always add a little mango habanero rum in there too, but
So I'm gonna show you guys. I just got me a pretty glass, poured me a colorful drink in there. So I'm drinking something just a little red. I'm not gonna say it because we ain't got the sponsors. But Shalonda was thinking, lately in the Caribbean, we had this thing where it's like I'm sipping my tea and minding my business. So I think this works for me because I'm tea. I'm going to sip, and I'm going to mind my business.
Well, Trippers, also let us know what you are sipping while you tripping with us. But our shot clock is already up. We're going to move into our next segment. I'll just... So let's
Oh, that's
unpack.
cool. Yes.
Yeah, that one, the
So
sound
we're
effects was on point.
Yes, the sound effects were on point. We're really taking this analogy of being on a trip a little bit more literally with our graphics this
Yep.
season, which is kind of cool, right? So we're going to use a lot of metaphors, but we're going to unpack the conversation. And so, since this is our first episode of season 2, and based on the feedback, we've made a lot of changes. Hopefully, you like them. It makes the conversation more dynamic and interesting and more engaging and educational for you. But we're going to just give you a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the upcoming topics
Mm.
that we're going to be talking about.
So wait, so we're already unpacking the future episodes?
We're already just a little unpacking. It's just a carry on. It's not a full suitcase.
You're a
Just like an
female.
overnight
Mm-mm.
bag with a little bit of,
Mm-mm. Chris,
if
what's
we were
this called
eating,
me?
it would be the appetizer.
Mm-mm. Shalana, what do you take for a weekend trip? 36 outfits, just in
No,
case. You never know
I'm
what would happen.
actually I'm getting ready to travel to Greece, and my goal is to go with a carry on. I do not want to check anything in.
There you
So
go.
All right, so how about we do this? Any bets? I bet you Shalana ends up with 2 bags and a carry-on. Look at her face. Look at her face. Oh,
Well, let's
Chris, you
talk about
smart.
unpacking
Sip.
season 2. Let's change the subject back to unpacking season 2 of the entrepreneurship. So, one of the things is when we started this podcast, Chris is on the US mainland, Tristan is here in the USVI. I was straddling both areas. So, I'm kind of pseudo representing the Caribbean diaspora. So, one of the things we're going to really talk about is it's the cultural connection as an entrepreneur within the space that you're working with or you are doing business with in the community you're integrated with, and what does that look like, and how do you really tap into those cultural aspects to grow your business? Thoughts, guys?
Oh, well, I feel like I'm cultural already. I don't know what more we need to tap into. Like, culture? How does culture and business even go together? Oh, look at her face. She's already pissed. She's already pissed.
Like, what do you mean, how does business and culture go together?
I mean, what's Chris? What's your business culture?
Well, as a solopreneur, tag teaming with the wife, but our culture is honestly just to be. It's you do you, so it's in the name. It's be yourself, come as you are, but be ready to work and roll up your sleeves, but we'll get it done.
You know what? I think we need somebody else in this. It got to be like X.T.C or somebody else that like just throws it off.
Well,
I run from Shalana. I throw to Chris, expecting something to go way left, and then he just ropes it in for Shalana.
Chris took
That's
a
right.
different angle to the question because he talked about the internal cluster of his business, right?
Yep.
And so when we were talking about it being a cultural connection, I was thinking on more of the culture of the community you're in. So, Chris, using you as an example again, you were in Orlando when you started your business, and there's
Correct.
a culture in Orlando. Have you found that there's any cultural shifts that you've had to make now that you're up north? Like the difference between south and north, Florida
Certainly.
and
I mean, I'm from the Northeast originally, but so there was definitely a culture shift in moving down to Florida, but Florida certainly changed over the 15 years that I was there. And now coming back, I mean, I'm realizing, I was working from home, when I first moved up here back to Massachusetts, and now I'm finding more opportunities to really get out and get back out into the city and just kind of like reconnect and I don't know, just there's an energy in different places that you go, and cultural energy of how people interact, different speed, a pace of doing business, and I'm just trying to get back in step with that type of beat or that vibe that's up here in Massachusetts compared to the slower, more chill pace of Florida, which isn't a bad thing by any means. I enjoyed that, but now it's in the I need something and I need it now, and there's no you're on lunch. It's let's get it done type thing up here. So
I got it. I
Cool.
got it. Shalana, let me take a kick at this. Let me take a kick at
Okay.
this. So, my boy Chris has his cultural business experience, the difference between Florida and Boston. Right now, he's back in Boston, and now it also sounds like we're unpacking service. Is that how
Yes.
that's working?
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right.
Mm-hmm. So we're
Let's see.
unpacking customer service, and we're also going to be unpacking getting social.
Hmm.
No, we're not doing the social thing. Oh, wait. We
We
started
are
doing
doing
this
the
social thing.
social
We got
thing.
stories. We
Oh
got
yeah, we
stories. How
are
much
doing
more
the
social we
social
got to
thing.
get? Bunch of introverts acting like they're extroverts.
You guys are my accountability crew. You're I have deadlines to meet now with it. It's not just on my own thing, so got to trick my
That
Mhm.
brain.
sounds a Shalonda thing. But I would say Shalonda looks like she's changed her business culture and the way she's delivering her service on X.T.C. She doesn't seem as rigid. She doesn't seem as by the book.
What are you trying to say? I was stuck up before. That's what you're trying to say. And I'm loosening up. You know what it must be? It must be that more structured feeling of being on the mainland and now coming back home to the islands where things are just chill. You
Tristan, if
know,
I have to throw it back at you, your chill island. Let's talk about this for a while. Well, we had to implement shot clocks for season 2.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Maybe she just relaxed now because she know my time's limited. It looks like we got a little more structure. She's just like, Tristan gave him it for 2 minutes, and now he only has 10 minutes for me to unpack, and we're gonna unwind, give him a little more meat as to what these discussions are gonna be. But then,
and now you got 3 minutes.
so what we gonna do for 3 minutes? Oh, now she got jokes. Season 2 really switching up.
Yeah.
Now I got 3 minutes. I can wrap anything up in about. I need the full 10. I just need a whole full 10 for myself.
You
Like
need
you
a
guys,
full 10.
I need the full 10. I need Chris, could you reset the clock? Let me
No,
see how good your
no.
graphic skills are.
No. You know the beautiful thing about time, if you don't use it effectively, you lose it.
You
There's
lose it.
no resetting the clock, right? And that's one of the reasons we put stop clocks on these conversations. It's like, what do you gotta say? Say it now. Drink it now.
I just sip my tea and
Activate
mind my
now.
business.
And then
So
just
I got it.
calibrate as you go along.
So I got it. So now we're not even just having fun with it. We're showing them that once we establish a structure within the business, we could also move
Mhm.
efficiently, right?
Mhm.
And now we're not wasting time. We got to get our points across, and we could still be interesting at the same time. Is that how? Is that how this is
It's
working?
implementing
That's cool.
processes.
Yes,
Processes of progress.
There you go.
I felt like I
absolutely.
wanted an extra P in there, but professional processes of progress. There we go.
Tristan, how many takes of what you sipping while you tripping did you do before before we hit record?
I've been practicing all day. All day. I was at the desk. I still even got on my work shirt right now. I'm like trying to figure out how to finesse it. I just don't even want to lean back too far. So in that way they started seeing different logos. Yo, what we need is X.T.C shirts and how about that?
Coming soon.
Coming
Coming
soon.
soon.
Oh, that sounds like a movie. She's over there
Of
now. She's giving me the videography portion of it. She's like, you know what? That's coming soon.
This summer.
We're gonna watch.
I mean, when you really think about it in business, right? We launched this podcast in the beginning of the year, believe it or not.
Mhm.
We did an entire first
Mm.
season. We restructured based on the feedback from our community for season 2. And now we're embarking on season 2. So,
Yep.
you never know what's coming soon. You know what topics we're going to be talking about, what t-shirts or glasses or merchandise may be in the works. You always got to be thinking ahead. Like
Like
being an
t-shirts and
entrepreneur,
shot
you want
glasses.
to know how to continue to grow your
Shot
business,
glasses.
right? Shot glasses. That's for Chris and his mango whiskey.
So we got 5 seconds. Chris, impress me with this next graphic. What we got?
This is on you, Tristan. Here we go.
Stop playing.
I love the convertible. That's so
You
mean.
know,
Got a
Chris,
shout out to
I feel.
Nadia. Hey, girl. Hey.
Yes.
Oh. No,
Para
no, no,
sacar
no. We're
en
not doing
social,
that.
we're going to be talking to Nadia a little bit more this season. You're going to see her in front of the camera versus behind the
There we
camera.
go.
No. I don't want to do that. This is my segment, but I only have 3:30 left. I don't
Are
want to
we
say anything.
detouring the detour?
Yeah, we are detouring the detour. So the whole
In the
idea about the
convertible, the
detour,
free
right?
spirit car,
Exactly.
huh?
Usually, whenever we come up with a topic, Tristan has to be the devil's advocate and
Yep.
take us on this tangent off the highway on this excursion during the scenic route. So we decided to give him his own 3 minutes and something seconds to take us on a detour and get us back on track. So go, Tristan, do your thing.
All right, guys. So we see how this is working. They have definitely discriminated against me. Those of you from the Caribbean, we definitely saw what happened. Is that they gave me a little convertible car to symbolize the freedom of the discussions that I bring to the table, where it's not just completely structured, but I'm like, hey guys, we need someone out here. And you know what Shalana did to me? She gave me a Han. They really Han me. Shalana, you know what I mean? Because you're from the Caribbean. I heard the Han. Chris beeped the Han
Beep, beep,
when the
beep.
convertible
Beep,
went
beep.
by. I just got Han because you just stole the rest of my thing. I feel like you guys cheated me. I was cheated on. I took a Han. 225 left. Huh? What am I going to do with it? I need more
Well, you
time.
know
So,
what?
guys, this is what we're going to do.
If you really want to make that convertible Caribbean, we need to have some Caribbean calypso music playing as a car driving by
There we go.
instead of the
We're not,
horn. In
we're
addition
not
to the
doing this.
horn.
We just spoke about business culture, and although I'm from the Caribbean, Chris is in Boston, and I love New York rap. This is how it goes. In my convertible, there will be no Caribbean music, no reggae, nothing. We're gonna be listening to rap and rap only. Maybe some R&B, a little baby
Rap
face or
and
something.
R&B.
Yes, that's.
No, the nice thing about when I'm working, I usually put on Afro beats or neo soul or
I'm not even
hi-fi
doing
or
this.
smooth jazz. It depends on how much mental
Yep.
concentration the project requires determines the genre of music that I will be playing as I'm working
I,
to execute this project.
I'm just
Got
a
it all.
YouTube study music, like calm music. I can't do lyrics unless it's in a language I don't understand.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
otherwise, I am focusing on the lyrics. I love detouring this section. This is awesome.
No, stop detouring my segment. Chris is over here like I look up on YouTube like calm music that plays for 3 hours. No, we want lyrics. We want hard boom, boom, boom. You know, we want that good stuff, not to that Afro beats. I don't even know how Afro beats sound. I can't remember how it goes like. It's like dum dum dum. No, it had a song called "My African Queen." I remember that song. That's the closest thing that I really like to Afro beats, if that even counts as Afro beats. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it counts as Afro beats. That's a little, isn't that way back? Isn't that a throwback?
It let's not do that because it's not really old enough to be a throwback, but it's getting there to be on a throwback.
You see how he did that detour? We were talking about what's coming soon in the future, and Tristan just took us all the way back.
Do you have it on a mixtape, Tristan? Summer Jams '98.
So, don't do that. My
All right.
time's up. Let's go.
Your time's up. Detoured. All right, next segment. All right.
The souvenirs.
Souvenirs.
Don't we
Shalanda.
love it when we go on a trip? We gotta take home something. So the whole idea behind the souvenirs this season is based on whatever topic we unpack. We're gonna give you some takeaways that you can hopefully remember and possibly apply in your businesses and on your entrepreneurial trip. So from this conversation, a couple of takeaways that I got were one, there's a culture shift and pace depending on where you're at, where you're conducting business, right? Or even where you're from, that can shift the tempo of how you manage your business, right? So that's one takeaway that I got. The second takeaway that I got,
Wow.
what do you mean, wow?
That was
Impressive,
deep.
right?
I like it, right? I like it. I was like, shit, like you're
Right?
taking over Chris's portion, but I just don't want to say anything yet. I'm gonna wait for two. I was like, damn.
You're going to wait for the second one? The second takeaway is that as you are working on growing your business, you got to be thinking forward as to what's coming soon, but
Yeah.
take time to reflect backwards in the rear view mirror to see what it is that you've accomplished so far, because sometimes we tend to focus on what we haven't done and
Mhm.
don't really celebrate how far we've come as we're also thinking towards the future. So that's your second takeaway. Take a moment to take a pulse check. Look in the rear view, see what you've accomplished, see where you are now, but look full speed ahead as to where you need to move forward in the future. So that's takeaway number 2. And the last
Damn.
takeaway that I have for this section, your souvenir, is as you tripping, you need some music. So whatever music works for you, right? You get
I
your
can't even take
music to
this serious
be
now.
motivated. And even if it means sipping on some mango whiskey to loosen up those engines, you got to keep it moving. So that's your 3 takeaways. Anything you guys want to add? We got a minute and 46 seconds.
Well, I'll go next since I'm T, main man T. That's gonna detour us real quick. So one of the things that I just took away was, damn, you did a season wrap up before we even started the season, and we need more time on this segment too, just for me. But secondly, what I really want to share with you guys is that what my takeaway is that when I go on trips, I get souvenirs, I bring them back for people, and sometimes I
Mhm.
never give it to them. I still got souvenirs on my dresser right now, shot glasses from Barbados that I brought back from people that they never got. Right? Does that even count? It doesn't, right? Because if you never get
Well,
the
it's a
souvenir, it's
souvenir
not
for
worth
you.
anything. But
Well,
that's how it is.
it does
But
count if you're going to utilize it and share it in some capacity. Maybe you don't give it to the people you brought it for, but when you have people over, do you use the shot glasses? Or
no,
they're just
because
sitting there
they're
collecting
just
dust?
there, and I'm like, I'm gonna give it to him, but I just never given it to him, and I'm only gonna give Chris about 10 seconds because he always got some golden stuff, right? But this is my point, and it was a metaphor, and it's also realistic. Those shot glasses that I got for other people, sometimes we see podcasts, and we're like, man, I gotta share it with somebody, but we never share it. We never liked it. We never commented. We don't think. Don't be like me. Give people their souvenirs. All right. So like, comment, share this with your friends. That's the nugget I
Mhm.
got. Chris, you got 10. Get out of here. Let's see what he does.
What I took from this segment is that season 2 is definitely changing, and we have new segments coming up, and we're staying on time. As my takeaway for.
I hate this
So
guy.
moving into the next. We can spice that up a little bit. We'll
Yeah, that one needs a little bit of jujiness. Yeah.
I say we put Yolanda's view in the window. That's what we got to do.
Oh yeah, my view is fabulous.
So this is
Yeah.
the Take in the View segment, where I will bring a quote or a proverb to the table, and just hopefully have it somewhat be in line or culminate with what we're talking about in a segment. It is obviously difficult to prepare that ahead of time, but
I'm
so
laughing because I don't think he got one. Shalana, I think we're
oh
going
no,
to get away with this.
I
I
got
was
some,
like,
but
he ain't
they
got no
but
time, no prep. Let's go.
Listen, don't underestimate Chris. He's like an encyclopedia of proverbs and quotes.
Never.
I'm sure as we're talking,
Never.
something's gonna come to him.
all right,
Never.
I'm gonna give you 2 Rumi quotes back to back. All
I'm
right.
dead.
The first, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. And I say that as empowerment for entrepreneurs moving forward, that it can be scary out here. And this is why we do this trip, is It feels like we're alone sometimes. We're just another drop in the ocean. Our business is just another drop in the ocean. But when you realize that you are the entire ocean in a drop and you have everything you need, then you are really on the journey to being a master of entrepreneurship. The follow-up quote to
See,
back
This
that
is
up.
you
crazy. Wait,
underestimate my
we
man.
don't discuss them. We don't discuss them. I'm like,
Baby, you
damn.
dropped in those nuggets. Listen, Tristan, I should have bet you money. I would have been a little bit richer tonight.
This second
What's
one
next
can't
one,
be worth
Chris?
it. This second one can't be better than the
So
first. No way.
this somewhat is segued from the first one, which is, why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open? It's time
I'm done.
we've gone into our vacation from season 1. We have been in our cocoon. It is time to come out as the beautiful butterflies that we are in season 2 as entrepreneurs, spread our wings, show our colors, and take new flights and new heights on this entrepreneurial journey. What you got for me?
I got something. I like that. I didn't believe you could have done
Yes,
it,
I
Chris.
want you, Chris. I
I
got
didn't think you could have done it,
for
but you did it,
you.
Chris. You did it, Chris. And you know why? Because here's where I'm gonna throw a little shade. I feel that's for my girl Nadia. Yeah, Nadia, that's for you. You got the talent, baby. You've been doing the work. We just need you to hop on this entrepreneur trip with us, Nadia. We're gonna get you out here. We're gonna talk about it. The prison door is open. It's open, baby. Just come on in. Matter of fact, come
Throwing
out. That's what it
challenges
is.
to the guests.
Yeah.
I
COVID's
know,
outside.
right?
We outside.
We just got
Come
a
on and
call for a
play.
battle rap. All right. Well, let's just bring us home. We don't have shot clock right now. This is just the goodbye for the day. But we just wanted to say that we are, at least I know I am, very excited about season 2 here. I love the new changes, love the new feel, the new vibe, and we're just going to keep pushing on. And would love to know your thoughts on what you'd like to hear out there, trippers. So please, comment, share, tag us.
Definitely.
But let us know what you're thinking, what you'd like to, learn more about on your entrepreneurial journey, and we'll see what we can do to, to discuss it.
Yep.
I definitely agree with my boy Chris. I'm sorry, Shalon. This is one time you're gonna have to go last. The start of season
That's
2.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I agree with Chris on what it is that we really want to do is get a little more of your insight, see where it is your thoughts are, what it is that we can talk about, things to just intrigue you a little more. You're not by yourself. We've been doing this trip. I love the changes in season 2. I played about getting a little more time, really and truly. We're moving a lot more efficiently, and I just want you to be a part of our growth. Don't forget to like, share, just hear us out, and just continue to be on the journey. Stop just looking and let's start engaging. All right, let's go, big sis. Bring
So
us
you
home.
left the best for last. You left the best for last.
I'm just sipping my tea and mind my business.
I'm sorry. I gotta help. I gotta tease you guys. I'm usually the first one, and then poor Chris is picking up the tail end. But listen, let me tell you, this has definitely been a trip. This entrepreneur trip has definitely been a trip. I am just so excited to be doing it alongside my 2 bros, Salt and Pepper, Tristan and Chris. And I'm looking forward to our guests. I mean, we had some amazing guests in season 1. And they've been really engaged on social media with us during the break, which has been awesome. And we're looking forward to having guests in season 2. So if you know of anybody who can join us in having those conversations, let us know. If you have something to say, you want to share your entrepreneurial journey, hit us up. We're open. This is about us doing this together. It's not about X.T.C doing it alone. It is about our community coming together, helping each other grow and move forward, and of course have some fun on this entrepreneurial trip. So yeah.
Look how she brought it together, Chris. That's our cultural business. Our business culture is inclusion. That's what it is. All right, guys. So appreciate you guys being here with us, taking this trip with us. So we're gonna tune in next week, and we might have a little, something extra to carry on. Shalana's 32 pieces.
All right, trippers. Until next week.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for taking this trip with us. We hope you had a great time. Join us every Tuesday for another dose of X.T.C. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and visit us at theentreprenneurstrip.com for more entrepreneurship tips and trips. See you next time.